we're going to start working on our red words for the week. So I want you to get a red crayon in a moment. The substitute will pass out your red word paper, and it looks like this. And then the substitute will ask one of you to get our bumpies, which is over there by the white shelf where we keep the bins for Miss Meldrum's class. And the substitute will ask one of you to pass out a bumpy to every student in the classroom. The sub will hit pause, and while she hits pause, you will gather the 3 items that you need. Your red crayon, the substitute will pass out the paper, and the sub will ask one quiet student to grab a bumpy. Hit pause, and when you're ready, we will begin red words. Okay, hopefully by now everybody has their things that they need. So we're going to go over our red words for the week. And then I will tell you when to hit pause. In first grade, because our substitute isn't normally in the classroom, we need to remember exactly the way we do it in class and do it correctly, okay? Because these are real important words that we need to read. We're going to find them in our Bobcat book this week, and we want to be able to read them and spell them. So our first word that you are going to spell is, you can put your bumpy flat and your paper on top, and we're going to write 2 words on the top line. The first word we're going to write is the word what, and the next word we're going to write is the word your. So I'm going to go ahead and write them right here on the board so you can see them and see how to spell that. What is spelled W-H-A-T. Now, it doesn't sound, go ahead and look at me real quick before you write. It doesn't sound like you can hear the H or the A. It sounds like W-U-T, but it's really pronounced W-H-A-T. So that's going to be one of the words you write on your line. The second word, don't write it yet, is the word your. And your kind of sounds like it's y, or o-r, but it's really y-o-u-r. The u is kind of a surprise in the word your. That is why it's a red word. It's a word we cannot sound out. It's a word we cannot decode without just knowing the word. So on the top line, write what and your right there. The substitute will hit pause, and when you are ready, she will hit play. Okay, hopefully by now everybody has their what and their your written on their paper. Right now, we are only going to focus on the word what. So without talking, I want you to grab your paper and I want you to stand up facing the front of the classroom. You know how to do this, so I don't need to remind you, but we stand quietly and we're only focusing on the word what. So watch Miss Axel, I'll model for you. We are going to tap the word what and listen to the tune that I say it. W-H-A-T, what? Can you do that with me? 3 times. Together, one voice. Ready, go. W-H-A-T, what? Repeat. W-H-A-T, what? Repeat. W-H-A-T, what? All right, did you stay caught up with me or did I go too quickly? I hope that I didn't go too fast for you. It's hard because I'm not really there to judge what's going on. But now I want you to take your bumpy and your paper, and I want you to, with your finger only, trace the word what 3 times, saying it in one voice. Don't start till I tell you to. Saying it in one voice. I'm going to do the first one. You watch me. Please make sure all your fingers are working. Don't just go like this because then you're not really learning. Let's trace it with our finger and our bumpy. I'll model. W-H-A-T, what? All right, do it with me now 3 times. Go. W-H-A-T, what? Repeat. W-H-A-T, what? Repeat. W-H-A-T, what? Take your bumpy, put it over the top. All right, can you trace it 3 times? We're only focusing on the word what. Use your fingers. Everybody go. W-H-A-T, what? W-H-A-T, what? W-H-A-T, what? Did you stay caught up? All right, take your paper and your bumpy, put your bumpy down, your paper on top, pick up your red crayon again. Write the word what 3 times, saying it out loud. Try to stay together. The whole class should be listening. And then don't flip it to the back yet until I tell you when to do it. All right? And the sub can hit pause at any time. I'm going to model the first one. Actually, I'll model it with you. I'm going to use my marker though so you can see it. Go. W-H-A-T, what? You writing it? Next one. W-H-A-T, what? Last one. W-H-A-T, what? Are you caught up? If you're caught up, everyone flip your paper to the back and try to spell the word what on the back without looking. Can you do it? Don't tell anybody. Go ahead and try spelling it. All right, hold it up. Does it look like mine? Did you do a good job? Awesome. Okay, now we're on the word your. Everyone look up here. The sub will hit pause until you all are ready. Now we're going to do the same exact thing with the word your. We already wrote it one time. So now we're going to go ahead and stand up. So everyone stand, the sub will hit pause. When you're ready, we will start. Okay, your. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. All right, very good. Now I need you to take your bumpy, your finger, your paper, trace it 3 times saying it. Go. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. Okay, now we're going to put our bumpy on top. Are you ready? The sub will hit pause. When you're all ready, make sure you're sticking with the team. Don't go ahead. Don't go too slow. You got to stick with the team. Ready? Let's go. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. Repeat. Y-O-U-R, your. Okay, now you're going to write it 3 times. Put your bumpy back underneath it. Take your crayon and write it 3 times. Let's say it out loud while we write. Remember, we're saying it in one voice. So if you're rushing ahead of us or going too slow, you're not with the team. Be with the team. Ready, go. Y-O-U-R, your. Y-O-U-R, your. Y-O-U-R, your. Are you ready to flip it over? Hit pause until we're all ready. And when you're ready, flip and write it. Don't let anyone hear you. Okay, hit pause if you need to. If not, we'll show our answers. Hold them up. Does it look like mine? Very good. Now you will put these in your keep at home folders. And when the sub is ready, you'll hit the next slide.